Good morning, Rochester ALC, and welcome to another episode of C103 News. My name is Kevin.
And my name is Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, did you hear that we're doing a breakfast testing on Friday at 9 a.m.?
No, I didn't. But why are we tasting food?
I'm not really sure, so let's switch on over to our news team for more info.
Hey, what's up, man? Why you so tired?
I don't know.
Did you get enough sleep last night?
Yeah, I did. I fell asleep pretty early.
Well, did you eat breakfast this morning?
No, I don't like the school breakfasts.
Well, Frank, tell him what's up.
Alright, so we're going to have a taste testing, and it's going to be March 7th, and it's going to be on Friday. They're going to have chiquilas, assorted muffins, egg bake, and oatmeal bake. And it's at 9 to 10 a.m., and it's all free to eat.
That sounds great, Frank.
Yeah, so maybe you won't be so tired after you try these new breakfast meals.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Why are we doing the breakfast taste testing?
We're doing the breakfast taste testing as it's part of a grant with a Fuel Up to Play 60 to offer healthier and more nutritious options for our breakfast. We're also working with Student Nutrition Services through the school district to be able to offer more homemade breakfast options for our students. So we're trying to be a little more creative since we have the kitchen here versus at Golden Hill we were just able to keep things warm.
Right. Well, what do you think's going to happen after this?
Our goal is after our taste testing on Friday that we will, by after spring break, implement whatever options that have the good response of people wanting them, that we will implement those into some of the taste or some of the breakfast options for students to be able to take.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Sounds delightful.
Seriously though, it'll be great to have some new breakfast option here.
I agree. Well, now we must move on to Z60. Take it away, Mr. Zbart.
Welcome to another version of Z60. Today's topic is going to be extension of what I talked about last week. Last week I talked about my 2 goals for each student to graduate and to be the best citizen they can be. I want to expound upon the concept of being the best citizen you can be. And I want to start with riding the city bus. I have been getting feedback from city bus drivers, people that work for the city, and some of the feedback I've been getting is not the most pleasant to hear as a principal in regards to student behavior on the city bus, language being used on the city bus, and things like that. When I talk about being the best citizen that you can be, I'm not talking about being a good citizen just here at school. I'm talking about being a good citizen throughout the community, and especially in places where you would be representing our school. It saddens me as the principal to hear that there are bus drivers that are very unhappy with the behavior of students riding the city bus from the ALC, because that paints a picture for those people of the ALC, and the picture they're painting isn't one that I'm very proud of as a principal. So I would ask that if you're a regular city bus rider, that you would maintain your positive citizenship in those situations. Use appropriate language, be polite getting on and off the bus, and don't be horsing around and being distracting or being loud. We would ask that you be positive citizens. We're working very hard with the city to increase the routes and get ourselves some bus station stops and shelters out here in our neighborhood. And it doesn't help our cause if we're spending time talking about discipline on the bus. I have also told the city bus people that if they have students that they feel are not, shouldn't have the privilege of riding the city bus, to let me know, and then I would help them work that out. Because if you're not going to be a good citizen, I don't want you representing the ALC in a negative way, and I'll do what I can to make sure that you're not on the city bus. So, be a good citizen. That includes riding the city bus in a positive way. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Zbart.
Hey Jacob, are you currently looking for a job?
Yes, I am actually, but I tend to get really nervous during interviews.
Well, you're not alone. Here's our news team with some information for all the job seekers in our audience.
Are you tired of being broke? Is not having money making life hard? Do you need some money for some new clothes? Well, let's see if we can help you.
Hello, ALC. I'm here with Travis, and today we're discussing jobs. So, Travis, what do you work at?
I work at Madonna Meadows.
Madonna Meadows. And what do you do at Madonna Meadows?
I'm a culinary aide. You know, I go in, I usually stock the upstairs and downstairs. I'll serve the residents their food, and then at the end of the night, I get to wash all the dishes from the residents.
Sounds like tough work. Are they hiring?
They are hiring a culinary aide, kind of like what I do. It's good pay, and just, it's a fun job.
Okay. You have any tips for people out there that's looking for jobs?
Never look down towards it. You know, yeah, you might get denied from a job here and there, but there's always that job out there that you can find. Just give it time.
Okay. Nice talking with you today,
Nice
sir.
talking to you too.
All right.
Hi, so I'm here with Greg to ask him a couple questions about his job. So Greg, where do you work?
I work at Culver south of Rochester.
All right, what do you do there?
I actually do multiple things. I do from register, dining room, drive-through to kitchen.
All right, any tips for students out there looking for a job?
I would say just keep a straight face, tell them straightforward, make sure you look nice, and you know what you say.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys, so I hope this helps you try to find a job.
Me too. I hope you guys follow up, put in good apps, and get hired.
Thanks for the information, team.
Grit and determination are important factors when job searching.
Speaking of grit, here's Lois with some life tips.
Good morning and welcome to a life tip. Good to be back. I've been under the radar for a while. A couple weeks ago, Mr. Zebart, Mrs. Hagan, and I attended our annual statewide Minnesota Association of Alternative Programs conference in Duluth. Awesome time. Here's one of my life tips today. Education is a lifelong process. We're never done. No matter what profession you choose or career you take on, there will always be something more to learn. And you can do that through a variety of ways, like we recently did by attending a conference and specifically attending some breakout sessions. I want to quickly tell you about one of the sessions I went to and just a little food for thought. It was on resiliency and grit. Resiliency. Resiliency is the ability to keep on coming, to get back up after failure and to try something new. Grit, on the other hand, is really that character trait that evolves from your determination, your drive, your motivation, your perseverance. Grit is the part of us that doesn't see failure as something that stops us, but instead sees failure as a part of life. And it's not a roadblock, it's simply something that we need to get through or go around. So take a look in your class today as you listen to this and notice the grit among your classmates and in yourself and with your teachers. It's again, accepting that failure is a part of life and it's getting up and going through that failure to get where you want to be. So have a good day and talk to you next week.
Thanks, Lois. We'll take that into consideration.
And now for our grand finale, the story you've all been waiting for, brought to you by your very own news anchors.
That's right. Brace yourself. Morning, ALC.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Kevin.
Bigfoot.
Is he real?
According to researchers, Bigfoot is considered to be a mammal. He is recorded to be 6 to 8 feet tall and around 600 to 800 pounds. Bigfoot has very good vision at night and better hearing than human being. Bigfoot is also known to be an omnivore, which means he eats deer, vegetables, meat, and other fruits in the wild. And researchers also found out that he's very interested in children. No one really knows why. And there are more sightings in California of Bigfoot than there are recorded mountain lion, which is very interesting. And some Native American tribes believe that Bigfoot is a small tribe. And everywhere except for Hawaii has records in the United States of seeing Bigfoot.
The Canadian Sasquatch is basically the same creature as the American Bigfoot. Both are nocturnal and fast runners. The Nepalese Yeti, or formerly known as the Abominable Snowman, lives in the forest below the Himalaya mountain snow line. The Yeti is a muscular creature covered in grayish or reddish-brown hair. Back to you guys.
Well, that does it for this week's edition of C103 News.
Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to tune in again next week for another episode.
If you ever miss an episode, be sure to check out Miss Baethke's YouTube channel to catch up.
You can also watch past episodes on our news blog, www.c103news.wordpress.com.
Have a great week, everyone.